Hi again, YouTubers. So this video is now going to be called Where They Are Now. This used to be my Flashback Friday video, and I actually asked on Snapchat and I said, okay, what do I call it now? Because now it's not going to be up on a Friday like it used to be. So we were a bunch of people were talking to me about it, and it was kind of one of those things that it was like, Flashback Thursday didn't sound right, just calling it a flashback didn't sound right, so we're gonna call it Where They Are Now. So I think that is a great name, and I'm gonna jump right into it. First of all, flashback to October of 2012. MJ was not even 6 months old. I think he was about 4 months old, and looking back to that video, I looked very tired. That is putting it nicely. Bad lighting and bad sleep, I'm assuming, at that stage. So it was kind of funny to look back and see that. So I will post the link below for that video and try to put it somewhere up here as well. But it was pretty funny to see that. The first thing that I talked about, which is still a favorite of mine, but I don't have one here at this house because I recently broke it, is the Benjabel brush tree. If you guys follow me, you do know I love their liquid brush cleaner. It is by far my favorite brush cleaner. Like, I cannot live without it. The brush tree is perfect for drying your brushes, and I use it at my Cape house. I had one here, and when I was moving things around, it got cracked and doesn't work, or doesn't even hold together anymore. So I do need to get a new one of those. But that being said, I still think it's a really great option. You can buy it at Amazon now. It is perfect. It is quick. It is easy. It's just simple. Great option. Next thing was the Tarte 24-hour blushes. And interestingly enough, I only have one of them left. I do remember going through and doing a clean out probably a year, maybe two ago. And I got rid of all of these because they just really didn't speak to me, whether it was the colors or just the fact that I just didn't end up using the blushes and liking them. This is what the Tarte packaging looks like right here. It's pretty basic. This is the color exposed. It's nice. You can tell pretty much what color is inside. This color looks not like much, and you can see the swatch here, but it actually produces a beautiful, beautiful, flushed, natural, rosy looking color. Is what I have on my cheeks right now. It just gives you a nice flush. It looks very pretty. Now, as I said, that is the only one of the Tarte ones that I kept. However, if I had to choose a blush that I love now, or that I have loved actually long since before that, the NARS blushes are just the blushes that always speak to me. This is what the packaging looks like on those. This is probably the most similar color. This is the color Madly. This is by far my favorite blush from them. It does not look like anything, guys, but trust me, it is amazing. The NARS Madly is definitely more of a more bronzy natural undertone color than the Tarte Exposed. The Tarte Exposed has a little bit more pink to it. Just if you have one or the other, you were wondering between those. The next thing I talked about was the Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. Interestingly enough, I still had this. It was in the color 15. However, I went to use it today and to try it, and it's all separated and gross and needs to hit the trash. It'll be in my empties coming up at the end of the month, I'm sure. It just didn't. I mean, I definitely used it a good amount. You can see how much I use. It comes in a nice packaging. You squirt out the amount of product you want on the little point right there, and then you apply it with a brush. I mean, it's a nice product. It just didn't stick with me. My go-to item is definitely the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have this in the color Soft Brown. It is simply just a pencil on one side, and it has a brush on the other side. So that one is definitely my favorite now. However, I did just get, and I used this today, you haven't even seen it yet, you'll see it in the haul coming up soon, is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown. I don't know, guys, do you think this is too dark? I remember getting them way back in the day, and they were all way too dark on me, and I was talking to Unlimited Elizabeth, and she said to me, she's like, they're all darker than what you expect, so go down a color. And the Soft Brown is just slightly too light for me, so I went with Soft Brown, but I'm not sure if I need taupe. So this is what the Anastasia packaging looks like. It's a nice glass container. You open it up, you can see that I've just started using it for the first time today. I don't know. I think it actually looks pretty good for me, but I don't know. I just always worry about my brows being too dark. I know that's not like necessarily bad because your brows should be a little bit darker than your hair, but I don't know. Love to hear your thoughts on my brows right now, although I have a piece of hair stuck on it. All right, next thing, OCC lip tires. I had 2 at the time, and I now have 3. The 2 favorites of mine are still the Hush and Marion. Let me see here. All right, so these are the 3 that I have. This color over here, I forget the name of, but this one is Marion and this one is Hush. They are in a squeeze tube. Let's see if I have the color. This one is a lip tar matte. Oh, it's in Trollop. There we go. I don't really grab for Trollop. I grab for Hush and Marion every once in a while. I have to mix them together. I will swatch all of these for you. I will say that nowadays, with all of the liquid lipsticks that are out there, I really find that the liquid lipsticks are much easier than this, because keep in mind with these, you have to squirt them out onto something, whether it's your hand, a container, anything, and then you have to have a lip brush in order to put them on. They are very pretty on, and they last very well, and they're not drying. However, just not that great. So these are the 3 colors here. You've got Marion, Hush, and Trollop. I'll swatch these out for you a little bit so you can see them a little bit better. So there you go. You've got Marion here on this side, Hush in the middle, and Trollop on the other side. I will say this, that these are still the original ones. These do kind of stain, so you have to take them off right away, but they're not drying. These are the original ones that I had, and when I went to put on Hush and Marion today, I noticed a little bit that it kind of had that you know how a lip product, you can tell when it's starting to go bad? It had that scent, so I have a feeling they're gonna have to go. And I don't grab for them that often, so that's okay, I don't mind that. I just use a lip brush. This one is just an old Victoria's Secret lip brush. Doesn't matter what kind of lip brush you use. Some of my favorite liquid lipsticks, just to give you an idea, are this one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Pure Hollywood. I really like this one, very, very similar to Hush. I will swatch it out here for you in a second. The next one is the Laura Mercier liquid lipstick in Nude Rose. This is what it looks like right here. Packaging is very nice, very similar. This one is more similar to Marion. Maybe I shouldn't have wiped those swatches off for you. And then also I have the Buxom. This one is in the color Centerfold. Not exactly sure of the exact name on these, but this one is very pretty as well. This one actually is kind of a combination of the 2. So let me swatch these for you. While I'm doing that, I definitely find that liquid lipsticks are now kind of my favorite type of lipstick. I don't very often even use regular lipstick, which is kind of funny. I don't grab for them. I just almost always go for a lip liner and some sort of liquid lipstick. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. So you've got Pure Hollywood, which is going to be all the way over on this side. So Pure Hollywood. In the middle is Centerfold, which is by Buxom, and on this side is the Laura Mercier Nude Rose. But as you can see, Hush is very similar to this, and Marion is actually very similar to this. The Laura Mercier has a beautiful sheen to it also, which is really nice. Actually, the Anastasia looks like it is a little bit, but I think that might just be because it's wet. I'm going to put a little bit of Hush and a little bit of Marion over and under this just so you can see them and figure out, you know, if you guys were interested in one or had one and wanted to get something else. That way you could know. So Hush is going to be across the top. Hush is definitely much more pink. I take that back. And Marion is definitely much more towards the middle one, actually. All right, so you've got Hush up at the top and Marion down here. Marion is actually closer to the Buxom color in the middle. And Hush is similar to the Anastasia, but has a little bit more pink to it. So very interesting comparison there of the colors. You can definitely tell that I tend to go for the same colors all of the time, if you haven't realized. Similar colors that work for you. You know, once you find those products that work for you or colors that work for you, you tend to gravitate towards those. Last thing I talked about was the YSL Golden Gloss in number 19. I still have this. I'm pretty sure this is the second one that I owned. This is what it looks like. It comes in a square type of container. Pretty top with a just simple brush applicator. It is what I'm wearing today. It is a beautiful, beautiful pink with a little bit of golden flecks to it. A couple of years ago, it was actually in a holiday set, and I'm pretty sure that's how I ended up with this one. Now, I will say that I don't have anything else similar, but my go-to gloss, if I could only grab one gloss, as you guys, and I've got to scrape at it to get some out, is the Buxom White Russian. As you can see with the Buxom, I am pretty much I'm like down to here on it. The packaging is nice, comes with a Joe Foot applicator. But, swatch-wise, the Buxom is definitely a little bit lighter. The YSL definitely has more of a golden sheen to it. Here are some swatches, but you can see the similarity between them. Very simple, very easy to go on over anything, especially those lip products that I was already talking about. So I still grab for the YSL every once in a while, but it is not one that's like my holy grail must own type of one. I had a couple of regrets, which is Bare Minerals Well Rested Illuminator. I have other illuminators now that I have liked since then. I never the Bare Minerals, the yellow undertone is just, yellow undertone does not brighten under my eyes for me. Doesn't work. It just does not work. I find that pink undertones work better for me there. It's just the way it is. I also had a Kojen Dough foundation, which I actually heard that they came out with a new one that Sephora is carrying. Anyone know anything about this? I might try it with the VIB sale that's coming up. It's usually the 5th or 6th, I would say. So definitely get your cart ready. Check out my Sephora VIB and Friends and Family sale idea video. I will post a link to that below as well. Definitely great ideas. But if you know anything about a Kojen Dough foundation that Sephora is carrying now, I would love to hear about it. Any ideas on products you guys would like to see me pick up and give a try, definitely let me know. I also had an empty of Lancome Tint Idol 24-hour foundation. Still think that foundation is great. However, I had purchased 2 or 3 of them and gone through them. However, right now I wouldn't repurchase because I'm always trying new foundations. So I can't tend to get back to the ones that I've already reviewed or tried. I don't tend to go back to those as much as often. So I hope you guys found this little flashback / where are they now video helpful. And let's see here, what else I am wearing on my face. I have on the YSL Tint Blurring Primer, I think it is. I am in love with that primer, guys. It was on my Sephora recommendation list. I have on the Tarte CC Corrector under my eyes, the Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Spray Foundation. I don't remember the color. I will try and put that here somewhere. The number of it or the name, I'm not sure what that is. Then I have on the new Tarte, it's like, the name is about something about tape. I don't remember. Concealer under my eyes and a little bit to highlight. The RCMA No Color Powder to set under my eyes and anywhere I highlighted. Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Bronzer. I have on the Tarte Exposed Blush along with the Pixie, the dual one that I showed you guys in a Get Ready With Me video, kind of as a highlighter to kind of amp up that blush a little bit. On my eyes, I have on Bare Minerals Top Shelf Duo. That is another great item, guys. If you don't own that, it is the easiest go-to duo ever. So awesome. The Anastasia Dip Brow and Soft Brown on my brows. I have on MAC Black Track Fluid Line with Salon Perfect number 53 lashes. On my lips is Marc Jacobs Primrose with the OCC Lip Tars and Hush and Marion mixed together. Then the YSL Golden number 19 gloss on my lips. That is everything on my face. My hair was curled with a 1.5 inch barrel, then brushed out. And then a little bit of texturizing spray just to give it some texture to it. I have on the most amazing t-shirt. I just got these from Nordstrom's, guys. They are a long sleeve t-shirt that I have pushed up right now. So comfortable from Nordstrom. I am always on the search for amazing t-shirts, and I hate to spend a lot of money on t-shirts. Like, I tend to go to Target, but they never are like wow cuts. The cut on this, how it flares out at the bottom, is perfect. They're only $19. They're amazing by BP. I'll put a link below to that. My jacket type shirt is Topshop, I believe. It's just a little camo one, again from Nordstrom's. I have on a pair of Joe Distressed jeans, a pair of Louise, I think it's called like Et Sete little booties that are ruched up at the top. My jewelry, let's see here. I have on the Rebel ring. I have on the Melee ring. I have on the Celestial cuff. I have on my watch. I have on my Artisan stretch bracelet in the darker color. I have on the Quinn cuff. On my necklaces, I always have on my Stella and Dot Covet initial necklace. Then I also have on the new pre-layered engravable stackable necklace. I have on the initial T is on my, there it is. T is on the top, and then I have for our last name, and then I have Marty and Lisa written in a script going down it. And I love it. It's so perfect with a t-shirt to just throw on and go. So for nails, I always forget to tell you guys nails, and you always ask about them. I have on the color, I have on London Town Lacquer. This is what it looks like. It's a nice plummy color, and it is in the color, I think it says Forbidden Plum. But I will say the bad part about this is the writing is in black on the bottom of this, and it's impossible to read. So it's something plum. I think it's Forbidden Plum, but if you're interested, go check that one out. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.